The title of my digital instructional product is Hear It, Say It, Pronunciation Microlessons. This is a collection of gamified microlessons designed to help English language learners recognize different phonemic sounds in American English in order for them to improve their listening and pronunciation skills. The next slide explains the purpose of the microlessons and shows the learners how to navigate through the microlessons. Here's the main menu of Hear It, Say It. There are 3 pronunciation microlessons in this digital instructional product. First, we have plural sounds, the 3 sounds of the plural S, and then past tense ed sounds, the 3 sounds of the past tense ed endings, and then we have the voiced and voiceless th sounds. Each of the microlessons listed takes about 10 minutes for the learners to complete, for a total duration of 30 minutes. Learners can select a microlesson in any order and complete each lesson at separate times. So let's start with past tense ed sounds. Each microlesson begins by listing the specific learning objectives. For example, in this microlesson, there are 2 learning objectives: distinguish between voice and voiceless consonant sounds, and to identify the 3 sounds of past tense ed verb endings. Following the learning objectives, a brief instructional video explains the pronunciation rules or the patterns for the target sounds and demos the proper articulation of the sounds. The video also includes several examples and some guided practice. After completing the video tutorial, the learner could continue with 2 to 3 more slides of independent practice. In this set of interactive slides, the learners could click on words to listen and repeat the correct pronunciation. For example, helped, walked, dressed. Once the learners are finished practicing, then they could proceed to the assessment, which is in the form of a game. This particular microlesson features a past tense basketball game. The past tense verbs appear as basketballs, and there are 3 hoops. Each hoop is labeled with an ed sound ending: t, d, and ud. Players must shoot the ball into the right hoop. The object of this game is to identify the correct ed sound ending of regular past tense verbs. For example, looked, that's a t ending. Shoot it right here. The formative assessment in the first microlesson is the listen and find game. The object of this game is to identify the correct s sound, s, z, is, after listening to a plural noun. When players click on the sound button, they will hear a plural noun and need to match it with its corresponding S sound ending. For example, cats. For the last microlesson, the formative assessment is a bingo game. When the players click on the sound button, they will hear the audio call out words like in a bingo game. They must then mark the words that they hear on the bingo card displayed on the slide. After marking all the words on the card, the game ends. The object of this game is to distinguish the voiced and voiceless th sounds from similar consonant sounds. Here's a short demo. They. As you can see, all the assessments in my digital instructional product are all games. And that sums up my tour.